All right. We got to talk about a doozy. This one's going to hit home a little bit, okay? Because there's a certain someone causing up a stir on the internet that has everybody triggered. Has nothing to do with gaming. How many of y'all have heard of pearly things? Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. How many of y'all have heard of pearly things? Or Hannah Pearl Davis? Hannah is causing up a stir on Twitter, and she got a lot of people angry. She got a lot of upset people out here. A lot of people do not like Pearl. Let's talk about who Hannah Pearl is. Hannah Pearl Davis would not be here if not for the very guy who y'all hear on my channel every day, Kevin Samuels. Okay, so let's go back to 2020. In the year 2020, Kevin Samuels, let me pull up The Godfather. Okay, this is The Godfather. Okay, The Godfather, Kevin Samuels. Obviously, you guys can't see that, so I'm going to do... This is The Godfather, Kevin Samuels, okay? Kevin Samuels went viral for that famous clip, Average at Best. He goes viral. He turns into a YouTube megastar, okay? Hannah Pearl Davis is on TikTok. Nothing to do with any relationship content. She is captivated by Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels had an audience of all races, mostly black women, and well, mostly black people, but a lot of people was watching it, including white men, including white women, including Asian men and a lot of people were watching Kevin. Hannah Pearl Davis was captivated by his content because she was offended at first. Then she calls into his show. They have a conversation. After that, Hannah is so moved by his comments that she starts doing reaction videos to his content and other content like it. She began red pilling herself, okay? Now, she's making content this entire time. Unfortunately, Kevin Samuels passes, okay? Rest in peace to The Godfather. Kevin Samuels passes, and it leaves this really big void in the red pill community because Kevin Samuels had, what was it? I think he started at 10 o'clock. He had that 10 o'clock stream on lock. Like, nobody wanted nobody wanted that time slot. Kevin had 50,000 people in his chat on any given show. 50,000. But then he passed. And when this left a huge void, the red pill community was looking for somebody to fill it. Fresh and Fit was already there. You had people like MTR. What was that dude name? I forgot his name. Something podcast. The black dude up in, I think he's in Michigan. I forgot the nigga's name. Poor Man's Podcast. Yeah. You had a lot of these guys. But one of the channels that filled the void was Pearly Things. She blew up. Nobody benefited more from Kevin Samuels passing than Pearl. I'm not saying that in a negative way, like she had something to do with it, or, you know, she only blew up because of him. All I'm saying is when Kevin Samuels passed, there was less content and she filled the void. She went to London, started doing the more podcast centric stuff, and she blew up to 1 million views. I was watching her content at one point. She was doing collaborations with people. She had Andrew Tate on her show. She had Brittany Renner on her show. She had so many people on her show. Now, here's the thing. I like Pearl. I also like Myron Gaines. I don't need to agree with everything that you say to like you. For crying out loud, I'm a Kanye West fan. And everybody knows that nigga say some off-the-wall shit every now and again. Nah, more than every now and again. Every now and again, Kanye West say some shit, and I'm like, yay. I can't defend you. But I'm gonna fuck with Ye to the, to the end. You know what I'm saying? Ye is my guy. I don't know him personally, of course. But I'm a Ye fan. This is why I tell y'all, never become a fan of YouTubers, because then you have to be held accountable for everything that they say and do because you're a fan of them. Until the day that Kanye is exposed as a diddler, which if he is, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and denounce my boy. But until then, that's my guy. Same thing with YouTubers. If you're a fan, then you got to defend them. You got to stand by them. I'm not a fan of anybody. That's why when certain content creators go off the deep end, I can be like, shit, that's them. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Same thing with Pearl. Pearl has set the internet on fire with this one, okay? Now, Pearl has some very radical views. Some of them I agree with, okay? Repeal the 19th is one of those views. She says, now that 2024 is coming to a close, it's time to vote for our most important award, Catfish of the Year. I want to give special thanks to the filters, plastic surgeons, and FaceTime app that makes this all possible. Please vote by liking and retweeting the lovely ladies in the thread below. I also want to thank whoever this is for bringing attention to these lovely ladies. Now, she gets community noted. Wearing makeup and taking professional or better quality profile photos for avatars or professional use is a normal thing, widely accepted by society and apparently by Pearl on her own profile. First of all, that is the most bullshit community note I've ever seen. First of all, the definition of a catfish has evolved because the definition of a catfish has evolved because now that people are aware of it, I said devolved, I meant evolved. Now that people are aware of what catfishing is, there's a lot less actual catfishing going on out here, right? Remember, the old definition of what catfishing is when you have a literal different person behind an account pretending to be somebody else. That's what catfishing used to mean. You don't see that much anymore because now we got things to battle against that. If you dating somebody you met on the internet and you ain't told them to FaceTime you, you're a dumbass. That's your fault. The definition, Pelzor says Pearl is the definition of a catfish. That is absolutely a lie. That's not true. I'm gonna get to it in a second. What catfishing means now is people who alter their looks using technology to make themselves look better on the internet than they actually are. That's catfishing now. That's what catfishing is now. We're talking about, you ever meet a chick on a dating app and her skin looks so clear, she's so pretty, she's so this, her hair look nice. You go out on a date with her, this bitch got a motherfucking acne, like, damn girl, what happened? One eye up here, the other eye down here. Nigga, is your titty on your shoulder? What the hell? Mr. Monkey hit it on the head, Pelzor. He said Pearl can't be a catfish. She's always been that below mid. Exactly. Pearl ain't never looked good. I think she looked right at average. She's tall and she's an athlete, so she looks like below average. Sorry. I like you, Pearl, but but she knows that. She's even said it. And I would venture to say that she would be helped by a little makeup. I ain't gonna hold you. Sorry. It is what it is. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? She would be helped. But anyway, the definition of catfishing has evolved. So we're gonna look at some of these unlucky ladies who had the misfortune of being mentioned in this Twitter thread. Okay, so she says, first on deck we have the redheaded libertarian. Josie is a 40-year-old conservative tweeter who made us think she looked 28 and hot. Unfortunately, she is mid like the rest of us. See, that's why I don't understand why people be going at Pearl's looks. Pearl knows she's mid. Why y'all be talking to Pearl like she don't know she's mid? That's the entire reason she has an audience. Because she's honest about her looks. Pearl knows she's mid. I would argue less than mid, but whatever. That's why people like her, because she's humble. People are upset with her because she's humble and she's trying to humble the rest of y'all. I don't need to be attractive to call you ugly. If I know that I'm ugly and I can see that you're ugly, you're ugly. I'm sorry. I don't need to be pretty to call you ugly. You're ugly. Just like me. Let's go to this chick. Her name is Josie. This is what she looks like on the internet. This is what she looks like in real life. Catfish. I'm sorry. I am sorry. That is a pure catfish. I'm sorry. Especially white guys in the chat. If you went on a dating app and you saw this and you hit her up, asked her out on a date and she showed up looking like this, you would be pissed. You don't have to like Pearl. I'm not telling you have to like Pearl. But this is a catfish. This is a catfish. I'm sorry. Sorry, Josie. I don't know you. I don't mean to disparage you, but we have to call a spade a spade. This is absolutely a catfish. This woman right here looks 32 at the most. 32 and beautiful. Now, I would argue you can look at them hands and you can tell there's some bullshit. Look at her face and look at her hands. I'm sorry. It's a catfish. It's a catfish. I'm sorry. It is what it is. You ain't got to like Pearl, but she's speaking facts on that one. Let's go to the next one. Sydney Sweeney. I don't feel like this is enough. This is a miss for me. First of all, it's hard to really tell because of her glasses, but what are we talking about? Does she have on makeup? No. Looks like Sydney Sweeney to me. And keep in mind, nobody thinks, here's another thing. I just want to point this out. I want to point this out. Attraction is all about context. Everybody loves Sydney Sweeney because she's not really all that attractive. Like, she's not a supermodel. She's the girl next door, right? Fine. Calling somebody fine has context in different meanings. I'll give you an example. I would call Sydney Sweeney fine as hell. Sydney Sweeney is fine as fuck. I think most people would also agree that Margot Robbie is fine as hell, okay? Nobody would put Sydney Sweeney next to Margot Robbie and say she's on par with Margot Robbie. No, absolutely not. Sydney Sweeney ain't even in the same zip code as Margot Robbie. But we would both call Sydney Sweeney fine as hell and Margot Robbie fine as hell. Doesn't mean they're the same. Sydney Sweeney is fine as hell in the context of the neighborhood. Margot Robbie is fine as hell in the context of the world. Most people consider Beyonce to be fine as hell in her prime. Who can I put next? Who can I compare her to? Oh, most black people would consider Angel Reese to be fine, but nobody would put Angel Reese next to Beyonce and say they're on the same wavelength. Get the hell out of here with that shit. Rolando Ramirez says she's hotter than Pearl without makeup. Listen, that's low hanging fruit. I'm sorry. Again, I like you, Pearl, but I think we all know that it's not really that hard to be finer than Pearl. I'm sorry. It is what it is. No one was ever into Sydney Sweeney for her whole body. I don't know. I mean, I don't find a problem with her body at all. She ain't got no ass like that. But I mean, I'm sorry. I don't date white women for ass. Toxin says Angel Reese is ugly as fuck. You trolling like a motherfucker. Angel Reese she is not the finest motherfucker at all, but she ain't ugly. Y'all niggas trolling. Them eyes far apart as hell, but she ain't ugly. Y'all niggas tripping. You trolling. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Next up, we have Paige Spiranak. Don't know who that is. A professional golfer, social media personality, and model. This is what she looks like online. This is what she looks like in real life. I don't know about that. She obviously looks enhanced right here, but her hair is flowing. She has lip gloss on, a little bit of makeup. Still looks like the same person to me. So I wouldn't necessarily call this a catfish. She got her hair tied up. She's at home looking like a mom. Not a catfish to me. What's going on? We got Master of the TDS in the building. So yeah, Pearl, you was tripping with this one. I don't see this as a catfish. Oh shit. I'm sorry. My bad. My bad. Yeah, so that's what she looks like enhanced. That's what she looks like. Yeah, I'm not seeing the catfish there. I mean, y'all be the judge. Looks like the same person to me. I don't know. Maybe y'all feel differently. It's just Master of the TDS says, "Did you get a chance to enjoy the dog milk?" What you talking about? The dog milk? You gotta be careful with comments like that over here. Picasso says Beyonce is yuck. You trolling me? I understand white guys don't like black women like that, but you gotta be trolling, right? You gotta be trolling. Okay, so on to the next one. So yeah, I don't think that's a catfish. I don't think that's a catfish at all. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Okay, I don't know who this is. Pearl says Facetune can hide a lot in the case. In this case, it hit 20 pounds. We all thought that, I don't know who this is, was a Puerto Rican bombshell, but unfortunately the receipts came out. Okay. I don't know who this woman is. Do y'all know who she is? Oh no, we haven't gotten to it yet, Master of the TDS. We haven't gotten to it yet. Let's see. Okay. I know white guys don't like that. Oh, dear God. Nah, she ain't do that. Hold on. Nah, she ain't do that. Nah. This is definitely a catfish. She is definitely catfishing. She is definitely catfishing. Imagine you get on a dating app and you think this is what you're getting, and she show up like this. Dog. That's right, Big Shirley. Oh, wrong sound. I'm sorry. Big Shirley. Lord, girl, you ought to be ashamed of yourself catfishing like that. If that's really her, though, there's a chance that may not be really her. Yeah, that's her. That's her, ain't it? Holy, look at this face pic and look at that. Catfish. Very clear catfish. We know it's the same person, but come on, bro. You know this picture right here is not the same as this. Stop. They use the perfect angles, the perfect enhancers, the perfect makeup to make you believe there's something they're actually not. But this right here is egregious. Posting this when you really look like this is absolutely egregious. Damn, I gotta figure that out. I have got to figure that out. Hold up, I'm gonna mute that one and let's just go from right there. I know a few niggas that'll still hit this though. I know a few guys that would drive right on up in that area right there. Look at that. Look like a damn roasted turkey meat. What in the hell is going on? Infamous Eli said they both fine. Who? You must be talking about Margot Robbie and Sydney Sweeney. You bugging. All right, so let's move on to the next one. And then I see, where is it? Where did it go? Trenton Lamar says if she lost some weight, she wouldn't be that bad. Here's the problem. When it comes to catfishing, it's not about being ugly, okay? You don't have to be unattractive to catfish somebody. Catfishing is when you portray yourself to be one thing and you're not really it. If you a man and you balding and you know you balding, and in all your pictures, you have on a hat, and you meet a woman and she see you balding, you catfish that girl. If she would have known you was balding, she might not have considered you. You catfished her. Infamous Eli says some of those pictures that Pearl posted was fake. Which one? Let's go on to the next one. Next up, we have Sabrina Ann Lynn. Okay. It's no catfishing here. It's no catfishing. I'm sorry, Pearl. I don't know what you're smoking here. Like, am I tripping? Chat, let me know if I'm tripping. Where the catfishing at? Okay, she got a tan right here. Where the catfish? Right, Pelzor, ain't no catfish in there. Keep scrolling, you'll see it. Okay, keep scrolling where? Oh, you must be talking about just the whole thread in general. There's no catfishing here. I'm sorry. There's no catfishing. I'm sorry. She's cute either way. She's cute with and without makeup. Just a little pale on the second one, which is fine. Nothing wrong with being a little pale. Yeah, she extra white right here. Hey, if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't snowing, I ain't going. Anyway, next up. Oh, damn. She got Melanie Mack up here? All right, let's look at it. Okay, pretty much the same as the last one. I don't think she looks that much different. No eyeliner, just a little paler. About the same. And this might be an old picture. I don't know. Does she have on makeup right here? I can't really tell. I don't know. Not a catfish. Sorry, not a catfish. She does look good for her age, though. Next up, we have Courtney Neal, a conservative thirst trapper. Where's the catfish? I mean, I would argue that she looks about average. Her body is amazing. Don't get it twisted. Her body is absolutely amazing. Her face, not so much. But I don't see no catfish, though. She look like she's going to be somebody's, she looks primed to be an auntie. Somebody's auntie. Yeah, I'm sorry. Sorry, Pearl. I can't see it. All right, let's look at this one. Okay. That does look like a different person. She actually looks older right here than right here. Can't see that, so not unattractive, though. Definitely a different person. So I don't know. I don't know. I wouldn't think that she's ugly or unattractive, but I would definitely think I'm meeting a whole different person. Like if I hit up this chick online and then she showed up looking like this, I'd be like, yeah, where the girl at? Where the chick that I'm supposed to be on a date? It's me, silly. Huh? I mean, you cute. Don't get it twisted, bro. Let me get a closer look. Nah, hold up. Let me see. Nah, this ain't the same chick. Like, what? I gotta call catfish on that one. I'm sorry. Gots to call catfish on that one. Still cute. Cute girl. Pretty eyes. Nice lips. Definitely a catfish, though. All right, let's go to the next one. This must be the fake one that y'all was talking about. This gotta be the fake one that y'all. Is this the fake one? Infamous Eli, is this the fake one? I want to know before I laugh. I'm trying to hold it in. Please tell me. Please tell me this is the fake one. This is the fake one, right? I need answers. Dog, nah, cuz skin don't look so bad right there. Infamous Eli says, I was told that was fake. I gotta be honest with you. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't think that's fake. It might be an old picture. Could be a very, very, very old picture. And I heard somebody had alluded to it in the chat. I saw somebody allude to it in the chat. Could be a very old picture, but that ain't fake. The quality of the photo is a little bad. If it was gonna be faked, it would be a better looking photo. Brittany said, Rolando Romero says, Brittany says she has a diet she needs to eat to not be sick. So she has a health condition. Okay. I feel a lot better about that then. I don't feel better about laughing, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. We didn't know the context. We did not know the context. So I've seen Brittany Venti around. I'll let you guys be the judge. I mean, there she is. Oh, she got an Instagram. Let's take a look at her Instagram. There she is. Okay. So I don't know. It doesn't seem like she wears a lot of makeup. I know a lot of people like to think that she's like real pretty. I'm more of I think she's slightly above average. Okay. I think she's cute. Nice body though. My whole thing is you cannot tell me that Brittany Venti is pretty with all that space between her eyes and then say Angel Reese is ugly because she got all that space between her eyes. Brittany got just as much space between her eyes as Angel Reese. Gotta be consistent. All right, let's go back to where we was. Where we at? All right, who else we got? Oh no. Not Chrissy Meyer. Not really seeing the catfish. That's not a good look. I gotta be honest with you. That is not a good look. I don't see the catfish here, but I gotta be honest with y'all. I never really thought that Chrissy Meyer was really that attractive to begin with. So maybe I'm biased on this one. I'll let y'all be the judge. I don't think that's a good look. I don't know. That does make her look a lot younger than what she actually looks like. I don't know. Anyway, next up, who is this? Next up, Sarah Gonzalez. There's the picture. No catfish. I ain't seeing the catfish. Sorry. And for the record, I agree that the Chrissy Meyer one wasn't a catfish. Like I didn't see any catfish there. I'm sorry. There's just a lot of makeup here, not any makeup there. Looks like the same woman to me, just no makeup. And who is this? Ada. Why does she look familiar? She looks super familiar. Ada. Yeah, I feel like she looks familiar. Anyway, there's the picture of her, and this is what she looks like. Again, I don't see the catfish. I see enhancers. There's a difference, ladies and gentlemen. There's a difference between altering your. Oh my God, she got She got the Star Wars girl up here. Okay, hold up. There's a difference between enhancing your looks and wearing a completely different face. This is not a catfish. I'm sorry, Pearl. It's just not. I can't agree with it. I'm sorry. And then we have Star Wars girl. I don't think it's a catfish, but yeah. Yeah. I think maybe that wig or whatever, like whatever that hairstyle is, I think that might be ruining it for me. Definitely not a catfish. Obviously the same chick. It's just whatever this second picture is, it's just not working for me. Now, I know we got a lot of Star Wars girls fans out here, so I don't want to disparage it. I know y'all niggas ain't trying to come after me. DJ the Don says, so we taking cosplays now? Well, the thing is, when they're wearing the cosplays, they're wearing enhancers. So the question isn't about the outfit. It's more about how well are you enhancing your face? Are you enhancing it to look like the best version of yourself? Or are you wearing on a different face? In my opinion, this is the same face. One is enhanced, one is the other. Now, if they are purposely using really old photos, that's cheating. That's cheating. If I pull up an old photo of me when I was 155 pounds, y'all would be like, nigga, what is that? So if they using old photos, that's not fair. If you're telling me that in real life, Star Wars girl looks more close to what she looks like on the left on a consistent basis than the right, they cheating. She's cheating. So I don't know. I don't think it's a catfish though. You forgot to add yourself, silly goose. Where's the catfish though? I think we all agree that Hannah Pearl Davis is not even mid. I'm sorry. I like Pearl. I like her content, but I think Pearl knows and she understands that she looks like a truck driver. I'm sorry. She looks like a truck driver. I'm sorry, Pearl. I'm not trying to be mean, but a truck driver, okay? I'm sorry, all right? Let's get a little bit closer on that. I'm sorry. But I think she knows that she's mid. Big motherfucker, too. 5'11". Yeah. So, I mean, I don't know. She set the internet on fire with this. The internet was on her ass. The women were on her ass. Now, come on now. Obviously, this is insane high school mean girl behavior. She says, I am mid as well. It's not an insult. What are they doing? What they're doing is fraud. See, what the message that Pearl is trying to send here is that I'm mid and I know it, and I'm not trying to trick people into thinking that I'm not mid. What she's saying is these women are mid and they trying to hide it. Give me 1 minute, y'all. Hold up. Couldn't breathe. Could not breathe. Oh my goodness. All right. Could not breathe. All right. Pelzor says, let's be honest, Pearl is jealous. I don't think so. And I think that, see, the problem, here's the thing that we sign up for as content creators, okay? When you're a content creator and you make long form content like we do, you're at the mercy of the audience watching your content. And then they have the option to clip your content at any point, okay? We got 100 people watching. Oh my God. When you make long form content, let me get closer to y'all. When you make long form content, people have the option to clip you, and you're at the mercy of everyone else taking the time out to come find the context of what you're talking about. The people who don't like Pearl have more than likely never watched her content, because the stuff that they cite of why they don't dislike her, why they dislike her, is normally wrong. You're approaching this, you don't have to like what she says. I don't like everything that she says. But to come at her and be like, oh, you're mid. Why are you talking about these women? You're mid. It proves that you don't know what the fuck is going on, because Pearl has said throughout all of her content that she's mid. As a matter of fact, if you look deep enough, I guarantee you, because I heard her say it myself, she literally said on her own show that anytime an attractive guy comes up to her and try to talk to her, she automatically assumes that he's up to no good, because why are you trying to talk to me? Those were her words. Pearl knows that she's mid. So all y'all in the comments posting pictures of Pearl talking about, girl, you're mid. Why are you talking about other people? She knows this. Her message isn't that I look better than y'all. Her message is, I'm mid and I'm not trying to hide it. You're mid and you're trying to hide it. Now, a lot of these she was wrong on. As a matter of fact, I would argue most of the women that were in this thread are wrong. Okay? It's wrong. Wrong on most of them. I can tell you which ones are mid. Definitely, hold on. Where's my arrow? Go back. Definitely mid and trying to hide it. Not mid. Not a catfish. Definitely mid and trying to hide it. As a matter of fact, less than mid. That's Big Shirley. Big Shirley! I'm addicted to the good life. Okay? Definitely not mid. Not mid. I call her above mid, but she ain't catfishing nobody. Not mid, but definitely a catfish. Y'all like Brittany Fenty? I'm gonna let y'all have that one. I'm not big on Brittany Fenty, but I wouldn't say that she's mid. Okay. I'm not a fan of Chrissy Meyer's looks. I like her content. I'm not watching her content for her looks. Y'all like her, whatever. You know, whatever. Not mid, not mid, not mid, definitely mid. Most of the women that she put up here are not mid. I'm sorry. It is what it is. So she's wrong on those. Somebody said something about statistics. Where did it go? Rolando Ramirez says, bro, she's bad at using statistics. She ain't smart at all. Here's the problem with what you're saying with that. As she said on her own content, most of the stuff that Pearl is saying is regurgitated content or regurgitated talking points from what she got from other people. So if you're saying that her statistics are not smart, then there's a lot of men that you're telling them their statistics are not smart at all. And I would love to see somebody come on and prove that wrong, because I don't consider myself to be a dumb person. I don't listen to statistics and just automatically assume they're right. I like to go and do research behind them. But if somebody's going to dispute statistics, I need you to come with a better statistic, or else I'm going to run with what I got. So if she's using bad statistics, that means that most of the red pill is using bad statistics. And I've vetted a lot of these statistics myself. So then if that's just me. Chrissy looks better than her. Of course she does. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I'm not a fan of either one of their looks. And I don't think Chrissy Meyer is unattractive. I just think she's older. I'm not really into older. Person says, I don't think Pearl is jealous. I think I could be wrong. This thread is just very clearly rage bait. Definitely. It's engagement farming. So yeah, that was that. Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. But yeah, though, like, people going after her looks. If you want to attack Pearl, you need to attack her arguments, which we just did. I just did. I went at her arguments. She argued that a lot of these women were catfish. I explained why they're not, and some of them were. Okay, so there you go.
Fuck you. Oh, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you.